This is the one thing that I was a little bit worried about a couple weeks ago, and I talked about Russell Westbrook rerouting back to LA, but across the hall with the LA Clippers, how dangerous that could be with Russell Westbrook having experience being with the Lakers ball club in the last couple years, being able to take whatever he can over across the locker room to help Kawhi and Paul George solidify their spot as the best in LA. I had a real concern about that. The conversation is really heating up. Go on social media, and the Clippers are definitely interested in signing Russell Westbrook. So much so that they're campaigning already, talking about they actually view Russell Westbrook as a starter. Not only that, they would actually commit to an actual starting role for Russell Westbrook. And this was kind of interesting to me because Russell Westbrook, for what it's worth, has had a pretty exceptional season this year. I'm not even going to hold you. He's definitely done his job. Uh, Possibly being the sixth man of the year. I know there's a kind of a little bit of a debate on that, but Russell has definitely played his role. He's kind of kept quiet about being, put on the bench, but he's been able to produce for the most part. We're not seeing as many mistakes. So Russell has pretty much done a good job this season of handling his business with the Lakers. Now, I knew him in Utah wasn't going to work. So that was just a buyout situation waiting to happen. But like I said, I was really concerned from the jump that Russell could reroute his way back to LA, but in another locker room with Kawhi and Paul George. But when you look at everything, people, right now, for what it's worth, how dangerous of a move is Russell Westbrook going to the Clippers? Like, should the Western Conference all of a sudden be put on notice because Russell Westbrook was assigned to the LA Clippers? Does that automatically solidify them as being the best team in LA? What impact will it have for the Clippers to actually put Russell Westbrook in the starting role of their ball club? D. Scott, what's good, my G? We in the building. Salute to you guys, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. What do y'all think about Russell Westbrook joining the LA Clippers? Does that seem like a move to benefit the Clippers? Do you think that would hurt the Lakers? Is Russell Westbrook's basketball IQ good enough that he can take whatever he learned from the Lakers, go to the Clippers, and help the Clippers not only beat the Lakers, but like I said, become that more dominant, solidified team in LA, not only in the regular season, but in April and in May and the postseason and stuff like that? Is Russell Westbrook mentally, is his basketball IQ, is it good enough to be a threat to have to face him once he's your arch rival? Like, how does that actually work? And then we've actually already seen the relationship basketball wise when it comes to Paul George and Russell Westbrook in OKC. Remember when they had Carmelo Anthony? And I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not going to say it was the all-time disappointment, but y'all remember when Damian Lillard hit that half-court three to knock Russell Westbrook and Paul George and them out of the playoffs with Portland, when Dame hit that like a half-court shot at the buzzer? Like, that was a very, very disappointing season for Russell Westbrook and Paul George. And in my eyes, Russell Westbrook was closer to the MVP caliber performance of his career at that time. And Paul George was a decent two-way player, trying to make a name from himself, coming over to the Western Conference from Indiana, I believe. So I was real disappointed that they did not actually show any success in OKC. And then you had Paul George leaving Russ to go to Kawhi. Remember that. He left Russ hanging to go rock out with Kawhi Leonard. So now it's kind of funny how the tables actually may turn and Russell Westbrook could join these guys. But like I said, how dominant was Russell and PG back then? Are they going to be more dominant now? Is Russell still playing at that level? No, I don't think so. Is Paul George still playing at that elite of a level on both ends of the court? I mean, he have his moments. But then you got Kawhi. You know, at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard is the definite X factor when you talk about how far the Clippers will actually go in the postseason, bro. It all boils down to Mr. Load Management. And with his availability issues, when I look at everything, the totality, I'm not threatened by Russell Westbrook going to the Clippers. I don't think his basketball IQ is that high enough that he would actually be a danger to the Lakers as far as like knowing their playbook and helping the Clippers. He turned the ball over too much. So I'm not worried about that. Russell, Kawhi, and Paul George on paper is a nice big three in a sense. You know what I'm saying? As far as a core to have, that is a nice team, and they're not old. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to make it seem like they can't do any damage. I think they'll be a team that could knock off the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. You know, they could disappoint some high-ranking teams. They could beat Memphis in the playoffs if they get Russell. I think they're good enough to make some noise, but it's not like Kevin Durant going to the Suns. I don't feel that at all. You understand what I'm saying? So knowing that Russell Westbrook could be going to the Clippers, and the Clippers are not only interested in him, they're campaigning and trying to sell him that they're going to put him in the starting role. I don't know if that's a good move. Not to say that Russell is not deserving to be a starter. He's a starter. I mean, I'm going to give it up. I'm not going to, hold you. It just didn't work with the Lakers. But he is in the run for sixth man of the year right now. I think Russell Westbrook this season is going through a journey that has been looking good. You put him back in the starting role, you're only going to put more pressure on him because you can't depend on Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is a great player, but, we're talking about big moments and big time play. Paul George has been like a roller coaster. So who wants to really have to rely on Russell Westbrook at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? I don't think we in that type of space. So I don't feel like it's a big threat. It will be a decent move for the Clippers to bring him in, even as a rental. I don't know for how long. I don't see them really building a culture around Paul George, Kawhi, and Russell. But it could be a threat because the Western Conference has gotten better since the NBA trade deadline. You see what Phoenix has done. The Lakers have gotten about 10% better. Guys are getting healthy. And, we got some basketball left. So we just got to see how this actually plays out. Salute to my bro in the building, K Doze, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Shout out to my brother, K Doze. Make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel, Rise with K. He said he likes what Gilbert Serena said. He said Russell Westbrook should have went to either Boston, Golden State, Phoenix, or Milwaukee. So let's talk about that real quick. Which team makes more sense if Russell gets the buyout from Utah? What team makes more sense for Russell to go to out of the ones that K Doze brought up? He says Golden State, Boston, Milwaukee, or Phoenix. Realistically, Kevin Love, he was bought out by Cleveland yesterday. So Kevin Love is also a free agent. I bring that up because people are talking about Phoenix wanting to bring in Kevin Love for more size, things of that nature. So I'm not sure if Russell, but matter of fact, I don't think there's any chance. I forgot. There's no chance that Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook is going to play again. So, that's just not going to happen. So we're not going to get him in Phoenix. Golden State, Russell Westbrook does not work well with. I don't think it makes sense with that system. Russell Westbrook and Giannis Excuse me. To be honest with you, even though Russell is playing well this year, even though Russell Westbrook has accepted his role, I think he kind of will hold back Giannis successfully. Russell is a mistake maker. Giannis is arguably the most dominant player in the league. I won't call Giannis Antetokounmpo the best player in the world like everybody call him. I feel like he may be the most dominant, but he still got to work on that perimeter game. So when you have a guy that's really dominant but can't shoot consistently, and then your number two is a straight mistake maker and a guy that like to force it, I don't think that's good for the culture that Milwaukee has built. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe the Bucks could. I mean, I don't know. The Bucks could possibly see. I just don't. I'm not sold on Russell Westbrook, and because Milwaukee has had their injury problems, so maybe Russell Westbrook could fit in a little bit. But I don't see Russell Westbrook changing life in Milwaukee. He could actually hurt it. It's a risk linking him in with Giannis. So I'm not really sure about that. Boston, the Celtics, I actually like that move if he accepts the same role that he did with the Lakers. Even if Russell Westbrook is a better starter, I think the Celtics could use that firepower with him coming off of the bench. With the role players that Boston got, their head coach now got the interim title taken off. He's now the actual head coach with an extension. Everything I think is looking up for the Boston Celtics. Russell Westbrook could actually help the Celtics, I believe, off the bench if he continues to accept the role that he had in LA. That's a lot of firepower for, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown when those guys sit down. So I do like the move for Boston to go to link Russell Westbrook and with their unit, but Russell would have to buy in, to Coach Mazzulla and pretty much just accept that 6-man role. The Clippers throwing this little starting position out there to Russell Westbrook. We about to see where Russ Hart is at for real at the end of the day, because you look at it and you got to just wonder, like, what's more important to Russell Westbrook? Getting that starting role back? I think he's going to get his minutes regardless. But does he need to see his name in the box score or the stat line as a starter, or does he really want to help the team really win? I felt like even though he probably didn't like, the position he had to play with the Lakers at this season under Coach Ham, he accepted it. And, he mended the relationship with Pat Bev. Pat Bev said how close they got. And Russell Westbrook played well. I just don't think that we just got to figure out what he wants the most. You would think at this point in his career, he would look for the championship, doing whatever it takes, to get the Larry O'Brien trophy. But everybody is wired different. So I'm not sure. Russell to Denver? Nah, I'm not jacking that, because Russell is going to hurt more than likely a lot of these superstars that's already in position, that's already built the culture for their team. Russell, he has the potential to help stuff, but his reality is so much of a risk. Like, he's just a liability at some point. What star could you link Russell Westbrook up with? Like I said, go to Boston. I think it'll work with Boston. It'll work with the Clippers to a fault, I believe. I don't know, man. I know this is not going to happen. I really would like the Lakers to try to go to get Westbrook, but I know they're not. The love is gone there. I don't think that even makes sense to bring Russell Westbrook back to LA for the purple and gold. But like I said, I like the role he played this year. He did well for them guys off of the bench. And now the Lakers seem to have an actual nice team. I don't think Russell would really hurt the Lakers as much if he was to come back. But I don't know, man. We'll just have to see how that actually play out. But trying to sell Russell Westbrook on a starting job, the Clippers is kind of funny with that, but it is what it is. So Kevin Durant is going back to number 35. So KD has changed his number back to 35. Y'all know he was number 7 under the Brooklyn Nets, but he has went back to 35 for the Phoenix Suns. I can't wait to see KD get back on the basketball court. I think Phoenix lost to the Clippers last night. If I'm not mistaken, Kawhi looked good last night. So Phoenix can definitely use KD. You see, he was 35 back with the Texas Longhorns, with the OKC Thunder. He was 35 in Golden State for those couple seasons. And that's when he switched up and went to number 7 in Brooklyn. But now he's back to 3-5 in Phoenix. He was introduced yesterday to the Phoenix community. So that was dope, man. I definitely anticipate Kevin Durant making some noise. Now, I need you to get your K-Dos. Look at your man. What is boy talking about, bro? Jalen Rose say the minimum quality haircut should be $100. Bro. Yeah, I got to talk to the bosses, y'all. Really? I mean, if you got it, go get it. But why would you need to pay $100 for a haircut, bro? I mean, unless you getting some Beijing and I mean, that stuff is expensive when you think about it. If you getting a real, let's think right now. See, the only thing about it is I like to get my hair cut every week if possible. And I think that's too much money. But when you look at the quality of a haircut, Jalen Rose might actually be right, depending on what type of haircut you get. If you're getting Beijing, if you're getting razors and hair washed and conditioned and heat and steamed and all this type of stuff, which could be happening for the Benjamin, then maybe I am jacking that. But Jalen Rose, he keep his shape up sharp, but I wonder how often does he get his hair cut? You know what I'm saying? So he might be spending going 2-3 times a month. I really want to get my hair cut every week if possible. So a week on getting your hair cut, I ain't jacking that. Girls don't even spend that much on getting their hair braided. You know what I mean? So I think, I'm not gonna say Jalen is cap. He probably do spend this much money on his haircut, but I mean, when you talk about just the everyday man, the minimum for a quality haircut. I mean, just define quality for me, bro. I mean, are the barbers coming to my house? Do I not have to go anywhere? Do I gotta still sit for niggas? Like what are we doing? Just break it down. Because I know Jalen Rose ain't sitting in a barber shop with somebody telling him, I got 4 in front of you, I got 5 in front of you, and he just gonna eat that unless he just chilling and cooling. Not for no hundo. So I don't know. I think he jacking though, man. My bro said he bugging. Oh, today is Michael Jordan's birthday. Please don't make me. I ain't gonna hate on Michael. I ain't even gonna hate it. I'm not gonna sit up here and wish him happy. Well, do I got a problem with Michael? Happy birthday, Michael Jordan. I ain't gonna go there. 60 years old, 6 rings. Chris Paul passed Michael Jordan last night for steals. 3rd all time. Wow. Congratulations to Chris Paul. So Giannis is now the Milwaukee Bucks franchise leader in points, assists, blocks, free throws. He's less than 500 rebounds away from passing Kareem in boards. It's pretty impressive. That's impressive. But I don't think nobody would really argue that Giannis is not the best Milwaukee Buck in history. For the most part, Kareem, what he did with his career, that sample size came from, LA. I know he won a chip. I think what you got, Oscar Robertson. You got some history in Milwaukee as far as some good players, but Giannis, I think deciding to stay when he could have left and then turning around and winning the championship that same season when you had all these big threes and all these dynamic duos and all this super team talk. Giannis being able to do that and getting back-to-back MVPs. He's in the MVP race right now. Yeah. Giannis for sure is definitely, to me, the best Milwaukee Buck ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a buck. You just got to work on that game. You got to work on that game. Those said he's spending $50, tip not included. I ain't mad, man. I ain't mad. I like that. I can manage that. 50, 60 bucks a week. That's if you go every week. That's about 200 a month. That ain't bad. 400, and you got to go to the shop, and you got to wait in line. Nah, you going to come to me. You got to make me feel like I'm a rapper or something. Like I need to feel like I'm in the NBA. If I'm paying $100 a month, $100 every haircut. Oh no, Jalen Rose. I need to feel like I work for ESPN. I need you come to me, straight up and down. I don't know what he talking about, but shout out to Jalen. Yeah, I respect Giannis, bro. I respect Giannis. He definitely getting it in. Again, I don't think he's the best player in the world. That's the narrative and the storyline everybody trying to jack. No, I don't think that. I'm not going to say he's inconsistent because we've seen a consistent level of dominant play. I think he's even getting better at some of the things that we criticize him about: free throw shooting, getting other teammates involved, perimeter shooting. Giannis is definitely growing, but he's not there yet. And I don't think his basketball IQ reaches LeBron. And even though he does more on both ends of the court than LeBron is in year 20 and 38 years old. For you to tell me that you would pick Giannis over LeBron James, I mean, you're going to call me biased, but that just always baffles me, bro. I'm hesitant to put Giannis over Kevin Durant. Did y'all see what KD was doing before he got hurt with this MCL injury earlier this year? I got respect for Giannis, but I mean, I watched these guys, the LeBrons, and I watched these guys do it for the longest time, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Greek Freak definitely broke the mold, but I don't know, man. That's just a conversation for another day, but I'm about to get up out of here, man. You guys already know what it is, man. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk with a little morning show, man. Make sure if you guys enjoy daily NBA content that you follow me everywhere on social media. Become a member and join today here at the Best of 7 Sports Talk on YouTube. We got exclusive early release content as well as perks, prizes, and giveaways. We definitely want to thank you guys for all the support. Just let me know overall, man, getting back to the get back, Russell Westbrook looking to be a LA Clipper. The Clippers are definitely interested in Russ, and they are actually trying to campaign and offer him a possible starting role. Does that make sense for Russell Westbrook, seeing that he may have had the sixth man of the year on lock this season? Do you feel like that's a good move, putting Russell in now a starting position? How much of an impact will Russell Westbrook have with the Clippers, knowing that we saw the history of him and Paul George, knowing that Paul George left Russell Westbrook for Kawhi? How reliable and dependable can these three actually be? Y'all let me know, man. 7 Mitchell, this is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I catch you guys tomorrow morning here on the Best of 7 Sports Talk. Y'all stay safe, man. I'm out. Peace.